Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school, Sunday school is marching on. S-U-N-D-A-Y-S-C-H-O-O-M. Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school is marching on. It's marching on. It's marching on. Marching on. It's marching on. Marching on. Sunday school is marching on. S-U-N-D-A-Y-S-C-H-O-O-M. Sunday school is marching on. It's marching on. It's marching on. Marching on. Marching on, marching on, it's 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 marching on, marching on. Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school is marching on. Together with you think Sunday school is marching on? Clap wherever you are. Ready? Sunday is marching on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And welcome to yet again another episode of, can I say episodes? Are these episodes? Another episode of Saturday Morning Sunday School. We are so excited to be here on this morning. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend so far. How's your week? How's your week been? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Michaela, go ahead. How's your week? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm in a 10. Good. Good. You know, it's good to have mental checkups every once in a while because we don't know where everybody is. And speaking of everybody, hello to my dear brother. Hi, Malachi. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
That's good to hear. Rate your week on a scale of 1 to 10.
I give it a good 10.
Good. I'm so happy for these nice numbers. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the year of 2025. You are absolutely right. I did see the comment of Happy New Year. Oh, oops. I apologize. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope and I pray that 2024, the Lord is going to have his way regardless. And you don't need to pray for that. So, let the Lord continue to have his way. Brother Matthias, hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Rate your week on a scale of 1 to 10.
7.
We're going to pray for that 7. Elder Payton, hello.
Good morning to you all. How is everybody?
Doing pretty good. Rate your week on a scale of 1 to 10.
3.
So we're going to pray that by the end of this lesson and by the end of our, I don't know what, I'm going to call them episodes now. By the end of this episode of Saturday Morning Sunday School, it at least increases because the exposure of conversation and stuff, talking about God.
It won't be a 10 until Monday.
Oh, classes resume.
Well, really, like maybe the 9th or 10th or something like that.
Don't take her from me. No.
After everything that I do.
My children, Brother Elder Daniel, my children have hours of 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Is that right? That's their woke time is from 4 till 6 a.m. Then they sleep all day, then wake up again the next day at 4 or 3, and then they just loud and eating everything up. Anybody else experiencing that with your young people since they are on Christmas break? Thank you so much. You all understand what I'm saying? Playing the video games to all time of the night. You hear all kind of screaming and noises and hollering and shooting and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, if you live in a neighborhood like Chicago, you don't know whether it's the video game or
outside.
on the outside. So soon as normal returns, my days, my weeks and stuff will be better. Boy, so you have the lights on downstairs? It's very dark down
Yeah, it's right
Okay.
overhead.
All right. Good morning. We certainly appreciate and thank you, Micah, for helping us today get started. We are starting off a new year. Let's start with the youngest to the oldest. What goals are you setting for you this year? And if you want to put yours in the chat also, please do, especially if your young people are watching. From youngest to the oldest, what are your goals for 2025? Not necessarily resolution, but what's your goal? And Micah did do an excellent job. As a matter of fact, while you all are doing that, we're going to share. Micah was asked to be a part of Bishop Sheard's birthday celebration. And thank you, Sister Pettis. I should have had that uploaded and ready to go. But you all give us what's your goals for 2025? Youngest to oldest, go.
To get through like the rest of pretty much the rest chunk of my high school, because the finishing of junior year and the start of senior year all gonna happen in 2025. So do good in school this year?
Good.
Similar to that. Make it a college.
Malachi is graduating this year, and not because he's my child, but we'll be celebrating him. And any other seniors who want to come on and teach, they can feel welcome to do so toward the summertime. Sister Michaela is the next oldest.
Doing better than I did last semester, and then started off my sophomore at college, and then doing better than I did this semester already. And just being more focused, I guess, on what
being more focused. That's something that we can all say should be a desire and a priority. That's good. And then Sister Micah.
I have some things written down, and I know that with those 3 things, I'm looking at to focus on specifically my relationship with people and God, taking a different approach on how I'm analyzing myself, as well as with the analogy, how can I apply that for future Micah? So it's a lot of reconstruction.
Also, a lot of, what word did you use?
Reconstruction.
A lot of reconstruction. That's very good. That's good. That's a good word for all of us, to always be in a state of evolving. We never get to where we're supposed to be. And God knows your father makes a lot of mistakes, but thanks be unto God who gives us a chance at reconstruction. That's really good. Let's share this real quick, and then we'll get into the lesson. Micah had a chance to be a part of the birthday celebration for our presiding bishop. And hopefully when I shared it, I shared the audio. Dr. Harper and Jackson, can you, oh, that's right. Dr. Harper is a former professor at Jackson State. My Sunday school teacher when I was in college. We praise and thank God for you. Can you tell us if you hear the video at home, Dr. Harper, Sister Perkins, good morning. Can you hear the video at home? I think I shared the audio. But they put together a birthday celebration to honor our presiding bishop whose birthday is January 1st. And various young people, that is Bishop Jerry Macklin, our vice president, or the assistant presiding bishop, the first assistant, just so you all young people can also know these faces.
Happy
Second assistant,
and congratulations,
Bishop
on your
Lawrence
re-election.
Wooten.
Congratulations
This
to our
is
presiding
Bishop Michael Hill, Detroit,
re-election.
Michigan.
And then your
He's the assistant secretary of the board.
Acceleration
And
in
then
age. Yes,
the
we're all
secretary of
getting
the
older
board.
now.
That's the
We're
order
starting to
that our
look
church
like
goes
and be
in,
like
so
the
that
old
you'll
men
know.
we used to talk
It
about.
is Bishop Shear, Bishop Macklin, Bishop Wooten are the 3. Bishop Shear is presiding bishop. First and second is Bishop Macklin and Bishop Wooten. If you notice how they sit on the stage, that's how they sit. Next will be Bishop Porter. Next to Bishop Porter will be Bishop Michael Hill. And then they go in order of tenure. You got Bishop Darrell Hines, and I'm going to get in trouble for not showing all of them. But those are the first 6. The Clark sisters sang. And then after the Clark sisters, we're going to get to the lesson. Hold on. And after the Clark sisters sang their song, this is where Sister Micah was asked to be a part.
the Hankerson family.
Password too fast? Hold on. That is Sister Twinkie. That is First Lady Karen. There's Sister Dorinda Clark. That's Sister Twinkie. Sister Supervisor Jackie is the oldest, I believe. Sister Dorinda Clark is the youngest, I think. All right, and then when they finish I don't mean to cut them off. We love them.
The pastor.
But we want to let you hear Micah. Hallelujah.
Wow. I can only imagine the excitement you're feeling right now, right there in your home. Hello, I am Micah Payton, a sophomore at Southern University and a member of the New Birth Church of God in Christ here in the cold Chicago, Illinois, where my grandfather, Bishop Willard Payton, is the pastor. Happy birthday, Bishop Sheard. We've already been blessed by the C.H. Mason Memorial Mass Choir, words from Bishop Sheard himself, powerful messages from the members of the General Board, and of course, an unforgettable performance by my favorite group, the Clark Sisters. Oh yes, this is a celebration for the ages, but don't go anywhere because we've got so much more in store. We've already heard from the first group of General Board members, and now it's time to hear from Bishop Bryant, Bishop McClellan, Bishop Hankerson, Bishop Maynard, Bishop White, and Bishop Dillard. Immediately after, we'll hear from representatives of the Sheard family sharing their love and reflections. And guess what? It doesn't stop there. We'll also hear from our elected officials, Bishop Rudolph, Bishop Golden, Superintendent Timmons, Bishop Murphy, and Superintendent Edie from Illinois First. Make sure to spread the word about this incredible celebration. Like, share, comment, and use the hashtags PV66th birthday, hashtag Kojic, and hashtag Team Kojic. Stay tuned because after these groups, we'll be back to announce even more exciting presentations. You don't want to miss it.
That was absolutely great, Sister Micah. Tell us how you felt. Don't take long because we already off the lesson and it's 10:15. But what was that like?
It was a fantastic opportunity. I was very appreciative for the offer. And considering that Saturday, when, the youth kind of took over Saturday night Sunday school, and I was always a bit shy, but other than that, I'm thankful for the Lord for providing that opportunity.
When was you? I'm sorry, I was reading something. I'm sorry.
I want to talk about the TV. In the background.
Say it again.
Media. New Birth Media.
Okay, make sure y'all's volume is all the way up too. All right, today's lesson deals with discipleship. Jesus prays for his disciples. What would it have been like to be one of the 12 chosen to follow Jesus? What in your mind, what do you think it would have been like to be one of the 12, to leave your family, leave your kids, wife, leave your surroundings, comfort zone, and to follow Jesus around, obeying what it is that he told you to do? Use your supposition. Was that Malachi?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Malachi. No, go ahead, Malachi.
Come on, Micah. Come on,
I was
Malachi.
going to say it would have been like refreshing for them, like a whole new life.
Michaela?
I feel like taking the lives they had before meeting Jesus, it would have been a very different change. Like, changes is bound to happen, but that type of change is once in a lifetime thing, something that you don't really expect to happen nowadays. It took them from their worldly self. They had to adapt to being different, being around somebody that's so like powerful in the way he talks and the way he does things, and it just changes your whole mental being and your whole like physical state too.
Okay.
Just being around him. That's why I feel like the saying surrounding yourself with people that's like good for you is true, because the same thing happened with them with Jesus.
To kind of piggyback on that, it was definitely transformational. And my thing is, just, I don't know, it would be so outside of transformational. I know, then, I don't know. Okay, so us, we have the Bible. They had Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So they could ask him questions at any drop of a dime. So remember that one, when you was teaching on the Mount, I had a question about that. We don't know their, interpersonal conversation, so they could have been getting personal clarification at any moment because he was right there to ask or answer the questions and stuff. Of course, the Bible details impactful, powerful, and engaging stories that happen concerning Jesus in the New Testament and such, but I know it don't detail everything. So we actually have no idea just how many of those interpersonal kind of things from all of their perspectives, with them writing and with them, still testifying to people. I think it would have been fantastic to be one of the disciples, because what better, I don't want to say that, but of course, we have the Bible. That's the best, our resource. But they had the resource right there. So I think it would have been awesome.
All right. Here we go. I may regret this, but I'm going to ask you all, the ladies, to start to role play. God, please, Lord. Here is your scenario. Boys, you still on screen, but you backstage. Your scenario is you are the wives of two of the disciples.
Mm.
They come home and they say they leaving to follow Jesus. Go.
Girl, your man turns you out too. And I get it. We love Jesus Christ. But like, you leaving? Like, he ain't tell me for how long.
No,
he ain't say where they were going. He just said, I'm following Jesus. He came running in the crib or in the cot. I don't know what we had back then.
Right.
But came running in excited, shaking me. I met Jesus. And he want me to follow him, and he want me to.
And then, if you met Jesus, baby, why I ain't meet him?
What? You couldn't introduce me to your friend or something?
He didn't say, hey, thank you for offering your husband like this, like they do now. Like, what's going on?
I mean, and I do understand, because, we are God-fearing women. We understand the necessity, because he wouldn't stop running his mouth. So I get the perspective. I get it. I understand. But who gonna help me take care of these kids?
These bad kids running around here.
Who gonna help me put food on the table? Wait, could this be like God showing us through Jesus that like we can still depend on him only, even if our husband's not there?
Wait, that mean I gotta work?
Yeah, I mean, like, ghetto, but yeah, you gotta work.
Oh no.
No, because see, I don't know if we had this, but Proverbs 31, you gotta be doing, and you gotta wake up in the morning, you gotta take care of your kids, you gotta.
How did you have? Oh, okay, you did have Proverbs. All right, go ahead.
So, like, I already have descriptions of what we should be doing, but like, he's supposed to give us resources, and then I take the resources, and then I multiply them, make clothes for the kids when the winter time. Gotta go get the food. I get it, but like, what if I want to hug? Like, I just gotta hug my kids on me? can't
I can't
do it. Can't do it.
I can't. So
Can't do
then,
walk around without a man.
and then people, no, I do have a husband, but like he just
follows
on a mission.
Jesus.
He on a mission.
What do I tell the people who don't know about Jesus coming yet? Oh no, my man with Jesus. He don't know when he'll be back, but he would. They don't think I don't have a man for real.
They was making fun of me at the market.
I can't even go grocery shopping no more.
No, because look, she's a widow. I'm not. He not dead.
I was
He just with
I was just trying to grab apples. Normally I don't do the apples. Now I know y'all see my man yesterday. Y'all gonna come to me talking about I ain't got no man today. All right,
ghetto.
just ghetto.
I mean, like, I can't believe it. I can't.
Okay, thank you all. That was really good. Thank you all very much. You all are too. I'm praying for both of you all and praying that God will touch and keep y'all's heart and mind. You have to remember that whatever decisions they made would affect their entire family. So, boys, you are 2 disciples. Boys, I keep messing up. Boys are 2 disciples, and you are fishing. Jesus comes along and says, follow me. You got to drop your nets, and you got to follow and leave and go do what he told you to do. Ladies, I'm going to put you on off screen for a second. Both of you all are muted. First of all, let's start with how both of you are muted.
That's funny.
Okay, thank you. Go.
My fault. All right.
You know you ain't gonna catch nothing.
All right. That's not. We ain't gotta do all that. But yeah, harvest is not. It's not. I cannot fish today or tomorrow or yesterday or the week before that. It's been.
Maybe we just not. We just not in the right spot.
Yeah, maybe not in the right spot. Maybe we just gotta go like probably more north or something. We gotta go in the water. Who is that?
That Jesus?
Is that Jesus? That's Jesus right there.
He look like he's saying something. Is he saying like
he might be telling us to drop our nets? You think he's telling us to drop our nets?
I mean, you already can't fish anyway. Might as well.
We ain't getting none here, and ain't nothing happening back home. So we might as well go see what he want.
Wait, what about your wife though?
We might as well go see what he wants.
Okay.
So, like,
following you, man.
Huh?
Following you, man.
Yeah, all right. What's good, Jesus? How you feeling? What were you saying about that? We saw your mouth moving, but we couldn't really understand because we were like really far away.
Follow me.
Oh, you want us to follow you? That mean,
yeah,
that's doable. Like that doesn't sound too bad. Like I mean, like I said, we was fishing really good. And
I got nothing important.
Like that was a good quote that you said, "Become a fisher of men." Instead, I was like, hey. After that, I was sold. So I'm fine with that. All right. You ain't got to really tell me to tell my wife. I just go. Like we can just like get. I'll write a letter. You know.
You're not going to explain to your wife.
I'll write a letter, tell her what's what, and then we could just like keep it moving. I'm doing God's work. I believe that you understand.
I agree. See, I ain't got a family at home. I'm out here fishing just to fish. So, yeah, let's get this over with.
Jesus sent her a dream. Actually, y'all shouldn't know like doing that. Tell her I'm doing something important for your good. Right, thank you.
I am asking that if you are in the chat, please pray for me. That's all I can say.
I hope
please
no
pray
one
for me.
y'all.
I hope like
And then I have a question, Matthias. Did you
Go
say
ahead.
let's just get this over with, bro? Did you say let's just get this over with? Like that's not Jesus Christ.
Malachi gonna say I ain't even gotta tell my wife. Let's go.
And then that's no communicate. That's terrible. That's terrible. You're not gonna let. What if she waiting on you with the wife and kids? I mean, the kid with the babies. Y'all got 5 kids. You mean to tell me you just gonna get up and leave? You're not gonna let her know nothing?
Sister Charlotte in Dallas said, "You gonna come back to no wife."
That's crazy.
And the kids gone. And the kids gone. All the furniture gone. Everything is gone but the cot. Okay, because that's crazy.
All right, that failed. Let's go to the scripture. Let's go to the Bible because you all are just something else. The lesson is from John 17:6. I have manifested my name. I hope I'm in the right. I've been looking at. Yeah. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest to me, and they have kept thy word. I don't think you all didn't ask you to study and prepare, but please use context without looking at anything else. Who is God, who is Jesus talking to? Say it again. You said it, and you scared to be wrong.
God.
He is talking to God. I know we didn't read back up into the lesson. These words spake Jesus and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come, glorify thy Son, that the Son also may glorify thee. What's about to happen? Context clues again. John 17.
Oh, the crucifixion.
He's on his way. He's on his way to the cross. As thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. Who is Jesus talking about in verse 2?
As thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to himself?
He's talking to himself. When you talk to yourself, what person is that?
First?
Look it up. Be sure. If you're talking to yourself, you're talking in, ain't that first person?
Yeah, because I'm saying me. Yeah.
You're narrating yourself.
Yeah. Third person is where it get weird. Right.
Oh, yep. It is first person. Talking to yourself. It has I'm looking it up. There's a disorder I'm looking for. Because I want to ask y'all a question and ask you, did Jesus have some kind of mental condition when he was talking? No, he didn't.
That's third person.
He's talking to himself. Then he says, and this is life eternal, that they may know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. This is eternal life, that you know who God is and that you know Jesus Christ. This is eternal life. As young people, this is the most important relationship that you have. The most important thought that you have is what you think about Jesus. That's the most important thought that you have. And it's life eternal. What you think and what you know about God and Jesus is life eternal. I have glorified thee on earth. I have finished the work which thou hast given me to do. And now, Father, glorify me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Before we get to the verse that starts our lesson, what is this saying about Jesus when he said, the glory which I had with thee before the world was? What is he saying right there? In
Is he
your
not?
own words, own thoughts. Go, I'm sorry.
So
Is he not?
Go Malachi first, then Michael.
Is he not saying like the fact that he was right by God when the creation of the world, and he's just saying like I don't know, recognize that the fact that I was with you before we even created the world together, before like they made the world basically.
Michael, you agree or you had a different answer or disagree?
yeah, my thing was, in a sense, this not this Jesus coming down to die for our sins was predestined. So I mean, at the same time, if they are, I don't know, did Jesus know before he said, "I'll go prepare me a body"? Did he know that he was coming down to do that? I thought so. Or
Not necessarily, but that's getting real deep.
oh
Malachi's answer is exactly right. And I'm not saying you're wrong.
yeah,
I'm just saying, going back to what Malachi said, in the beginning was the Word.
mm-hmm.
The Word was with God, and the Word was God. Who was the Word? That was Jesus. God was the Word. The Word being with God, that Word is Jesus. So Jesus was there. Malachi's answer is exact. Jesus was there at the beginning. So in chapter 6, where our lesson is, note chapter 17, verse 6, verse 5, where our lesson is, this is what Jesus is referring to. Give me the glory, take me out of this flesh. Give me the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Way back at the very beginning. Now we go to our lesson that says, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gave me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them to me, and they have kept thy word. I have manifested thy name. I showed them who you was, not who I am. I showed them who you are. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou have given me are of thee. You all give me your perception or your understanding of verse 6 and 7. What do you think that, I know we in King James and we normally use message, but give me your context. How would you explain this or how would you break this down? Go ahead, Michael, you're looking at the message.
okay. Um, the Message version. So I'm gonna do it like this. It says, "I spelled out your character in detail to the men and women you gave me. They were yours in the first place. Then you gave them to me, and they have now done what you said. They know now, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that everything you gave me is firsthand from you." I don't want to continue on, but yeah, for the message you gave me, I gave them, and they took it. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because I don't know how far it goes from 6 to 13. Now
It goes back to what you said earlier about we had the Bible, but what did they have?
Jesus himself. They had Jesus, yeah.
And when we preach, what are we preaching about? We are telling people the what?
Words of Jesus.
We're telling them the word, which is the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
They had the gospel walking with them.
Right there.
They didn't have to read. We read about him walking on water. They saw it. We read about him opening blinded eyes. They were there. They even had the power to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They even had the power to do it. Here's another role play. I don't know how to do this one because y'all on different cameras. Did all of the disciples, did all of them have the same power Jesus had?
Yeah, right. Did not Jesus not give them that power to over the sins and the dead in order to, like, when he sent them all to many different places to spread the gospel as well?
I feel like yes, but to an extent, they can't be Jesus. But if people wants to believe, if he wanted people to believe that he lives through them, like now we have the Holy Ghost, but they had Jesus directly, like we were saying. If if Jesus wanted people to believe that if they believe in Jesus, he lives through them at that day and time, it was only right for the disciples to do what Jesus could to an extent.
So then even Judas had the power to heal the sick?
When Jesus gave him that power before he sinned, I believe so.
Even though he was a betrayer?
He believed at one point.
That's debatable. I agree with you though, but some debate it. Some say he was born messed up. I think that takes away free choice.
We all are.
Right?
Yeah.
But not he is some. I don't want to get y'all gonna try to get deep, but some say he was born without ever having a chance at being right, and I disagree with that.
Ooh, yikes! That contradicts the Bible.
Kind of, but I don't want to get into it. But just that's something for you all to study, because of people just say he was born the son of perdition. You got to do some research on it, but that means he never had a choice, and God never takes away our choice. He never does. He never. That wouldn't be. He wouldn't be God. But I want to get into that because it is some things we just believe because it's just been passed down. We don't have no evidence of it. We just say that this is what it is. He made a choice, but he still had the power. But he decided to go another way. Here in the lesson, the Lord is praying for his disciples, Jesus is, because he knows his time is almost up. That is the title of the lesson. Jesus prays for the disciples. Now they have known all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee, for I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me. Wouldn't it be nice if the only things we heard or the only thing that we said was what Jesus told us to say, that came from the Father? He said, I've given them your words. They know that it was you, because I told them it wasn't me. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they received them, and have known surely that I came out of thee. And they have believed that thou didst send me. Now he's praying for them. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. Why would Jesus say, I'm not praying, I pray not for the world? Maybe I shouldn't ask that like that. There's no right or wrong. I'm just asking for when you see that, because we supposed to pray for the world. He said, I pray not for the world. In another verse, he says, pray to the Lord of the harvest, that he send forth laborers into the harvest. He didn't say, pray that the harvest get better. He said, pray that laborers will come to the harvest and help people. The title of today's lesson is Jesus prays for his disciples. Discipleship, having a mind to help, serve, take care of, provide, minister to somebody else is your greatest calling. Not just you, not just your success, but pray that Micah, Michaela, Malachi, Matthias, Genesis, Lazaria, Sophia, all of the young people regularly on, the Austin girls, Kyle, Josh, pray that they would do what is on the inside of them, that they will realize that they are God's, and all are thine, and thine are mine. Bars. If Jesus, okay, never mind. All mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. And so I come to thee, Holy Father. Keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one. Jesus prayed that we have unity.
Mm-hmm.
He prayed that we would be one as we are. Who is that we he's talking about in verse 11?
Him and God.
Him and God are one. To be one means you have the same thought, you have the same mindset, you have the same goal, same priority. And Jesus was praying that the disciples would all be on the same page, not fighting each other, not arguing over what seat or what title or what position or who name gonna be on the program or not to argue over some of the things that unfortunately we do, but they will be one, that they will be united by what? What makes us one in you all's mind?
Understanding of each other.
Understanding, very good word. Somebody else.
Having something in common.
Y'all gotta talk loud. Your mic is low.
They all have something in common. So
have something in common.
Yeah.
What would Jesus want them to have in common?
Their love for God.
Man, I was gonna say one word.
Their faith.
Love.
Good, Micah. That he will want them to love. And to love him. And if you love him, you love what he loves. What does God love more than anything else?
Us.
Ain't that something? Did somebody say us? He loves his creation. He loves us. He loves us more than... Here's proof that he loves us. I'm making y'all think deep, but it ain't hard because y'all go deep all the time. What did he give us that he did not give anything else that he created?
The ability to is in our mind, and how we have the ability to think, the ability to not necessarily create, but utilize the gift of our minds.
You do have the ability to create, but not in the sense of God. I got you.
Right.
He gave us, you didn't have to stop. He gave us free will. He gave us his son. He gave you the ability to choose. That's good and bad. You know, it is good and bad. I'm going to get in trouble for this, but it's bad because he gave us the right to choose. And because we have that right to choose, we sometimes try to go against what he created us to be. You have never heard a dog say, I want to be a horse. You have never heard of a bird, a male bird saying, I want to be, oh Lord, I want to be a female bird. You've never heard that. You have never heard a cow say, I was born a cow, but now I want to change over. I think I'm a pig now. You haven't. It's funny, but you haven't. You've never heard that. The only creature that thinks they know or can tell God what they want to be is the one that he loved the most. Wow. The one that he gave free will to, the ability to think. But that ability to think sometimes, Judas, makes us, and somebody said it in the chat, we choose wrong. Sister Vicky, we take advantage of this privilege. That's why you need prayer. That's one of the reasons why he's praying for his disciples. That they would choose to use how he made them. I tease you all a lot about your personality, which I really can't. But one of the things I admire about each one of you is that you are okay being yourself. To tell God or to try to change who you are, not improve. I'm not talking about that. We all need improvement, all of us. I'm not saying get better, yes. But to try to change what he made you to be is telling him that you don't know what you're doing. You telling him, I know better than you. That's my argument with all of, and I'm not going to go into it, but that's my argument or my stand on choice. And I was born this way. You telling God that he made a mistake, and that's dangerous. So even down, not just in your gender, even down to your personality, God gave you certain traits because he gave you a purpose that's aligned with that trait. He gave you a gift. He gave you grace to do.
Yeah.
So to try to change and try to be like somebody else is telling God, you didn't make me. I'd rather be like Sister Bernice White. Micah, go. And I am talking too much, so y'all please interrupt me. But you all stayed up till I don't know what time, so I know y'all dragging. Come on, Micah. Yeah, they did. Come on.
For an example of what you're talking about, sometime like it was one specific occasion, and I was very upset because I was like, I'm always so understanding. I'm always so, accept. Oh no, and I was like, why did it? Like I was upset. Why am I always so understanding? Why do I get what people be trying to do when they not doing it? And I believe it was a moment where God corrected me, and He was like, I gave you the ability to be understanding. Because think about it. Now this is outside of what God, but think about it. Everybody isn't understanding. Everybody doesn't have that, even the compassion to understand, the want to understand what people are saying, what people are doing. Why do they think that choice was the good thing? Oh, so I gave you the ability to be understanding, and you upset because you're understanding, and it's like I was like, okay, Lord, I'm sorry. You're right. I was looking at it as if being understanding was a problem when I didn't make myself be understanding. I didn't force myself to have that attitude, have that the understanding for people. Because sometimes when we go up against not people, but when we are in certain situations to where you have to go, oh, because they don't get it. Because why did it? Why did it? Sometimes look at what you're upset at. I was upset because I understand people too much. I understand. I get it. Why don't people get? Why don't they understand? But sometimes those are characteristics, those are traits God gives us. So that was just piggybacking off what you were saying.
How do you make sure that you are applying it correctly and not misusing it or being misused? Because being understanding, Michaela, can cause people to take advantage of it.
There's a you gonna feel it. You it's gonna hit you in a way that's like maybe I am overdoing my part. Maybe I am allowing people to get in my head to think that this trait I have is not a blessing. Because that's when it becomes like that, you don't have the thoughts if you don't feel misused. You will never think about maybe I'm messing up by understanding so much. You won't have that thoughts if you feeling unused or you feeling uneasy about situations that people are putting you through. So when you have a feeling and when you have those thoughts, that's where you take a step back. That's where you pray. That's where you read the Bible. That's where you have a conversation with. Normally, I go to my granddad, mom, and we talk about certain things that I don't like feel comfortable with. Because, like Micah personality understanding, people will say I'm very friendly, and I don't think that. I just go on about my life. But when it becomes to the point where you have second thoughts about your own personality trait that you know is good for you and that you know was never an issue, it's like that's where you take a pause, take a break, and not only analyze yourself but analyze the people you're talking to.
Absolutely.
Malachi, you were unmuted. It was something you wanted to say to that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally did that. She's absolutely right.
Is this a hard thing for young people to do? Do you
Yes.
feel do you feel pressure to be or to do you feel the pressure to be accepted?
Kids nowadays do. I don't care. But
Right.
it's so because of the impact of social media, and that's one of many. Let's just focus on social media for a second. Everybody knows that social media has changed for the worst, because remember years ago when it was surface level of it's okay, you don't have to be like those Instagram models, but now it's mutated to no, yeah, they showing their guns on Instagram. You don't have to show, you don't need a gun to be called cool. You don't need to kill nobody and record it on live to be called cool. It has mutated. But yeah, because it's what I've noticed with my age group, at least, the desire for attention, validation is so heavy right now that it's like almost however I get it don't matter as long as I get it, because I need that attention. So yeah, I'm going to post myself doing this particular pose as a girl, or I'm going to brand my gun and I'm going to talk about how I get money as a boy just to receive any kind of validate, any kind of anything, because they are as a youth, as a young person, I understand that they are looking for God, but the devil has put God in such a box that everything about church, everything about Christianity is neglect, ill. So now Muslim is the religion everybody's going to, and this is but what people tell me. But it's like they're looking for God. They are trying to fill the void because they know that there's a void, which is why there's everybody's claiming something. I'm spiritual. I'm this. I'm feeling this. well, I just practiced this today and I'm just trying to give it a try and see what. So obviously the need to fill that void where God belongs is, they feel it. We feel it. But
Wow.
now it's just God taking them through their journeys to get to him. So yeah.
Michaela?
To piggyback off what Micah said, it's a lot to do with how they were raised. A lot of what we see in social media today is a reflection on parenting.
Mm-hmm.
And the way people grow up is really a statement almost to show that this world lacks self-love, self-esteem, self-courage, and dependency, and just knowing themselves. Because if you know yourself, I'm putting myself right here. I know myself. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what interests me. I'm not gonna look at somebody on social media. Look at what they're posting and want to be like them, because I know who I am, and I know what I want to be, and I know who I want to be, and I know that God didn't make me to be like somebody else. And a lot of people don't have that mindset. A lot of youth don't have that mindset, and it just shows that the devil is playing with the youth and playing with parents also, to not teach their kids, what it is to validate your own feelings, validate your own thoughts, your own emotions, to where I don't have to feel like I'm excluded. I don't have to feel like I should do this, I should do that just to fit in. It's a lot that needs to change before we
You have a lot of young people that are committing suicide because they don't fit. They feel that they don't fit in, or they're being bullied or not being accepted. And I know how we got here. And I'm not saying, of course, that we are just way away from the lesson, but the prayer that Jesus praying was for his disciples was, they are in this world, but they are not of the world. Help them to see. I'm not praying for the world. I'm not praying for, I'm repeating what the lesson said, the scripture. He says, I'm asking you to pray for them, because the world is going to do what the world is going to do. You got to keep them. This is a father praying over his sons. This is a father. This is what Jesus is doing. This is a prayer that any good parent would pray. Pray that they may be one. Pray that they will acknowledge you. What? Look at this. Look at verse 12. And I'm thinking about, in looking at you four and trying not to cry, but looking at you four, realizing in the next 3 years, y'all all gonna be gone. And I didn't say cry like I'm like whatever. I mean cry like thank you.
2 years.
I had a moment.
That's why he choking you
and
up.
it's like, that's why he said snatch that right back. Put it right back in.
2 years, by the way, not 3.
But
2.
But look at this. Tell Matthias Sunday school ain't over. Where he going? Okay, it's 11. You know how you do. At 11, he feel like it's over. And y'all finna clean up anyway. Y'all finna clean up anyway. But look, while I was with them in the world, while they were at home, I kept them in thy name. I took them to church. I taught them about you. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept. These 5 is only 4 on the screen, but those that thou gave me as a father, I have kept. And none of them is lost except his son of perdition. That's talking about Judas. Mm-hmm. But now he's saying, now that he is about to go, now come I to thee, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. Verse 16 is what? Oh my goodness. Verse 17 is the prayer. I pray now that thou keepest them that thou shouldest take them out of, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world. They got to go to school. They got to go to college. I'm not going to be there. Ain't nobody going to be watching over them. But that thou should keep them from the evil. Thank you, Jesus. They are not of the world. Now, this is Jesus. We can't say this next part, even as I am not of the world. But here's what we can say. Sanctify them through the truth. Thy word is true. So he's saying, as they go into the world, as they go and tell others about your goodness, as they go and tell others about how great you are, keep them that they won't be confused. Keep them so that they won't be lost. Keep them so that they won't be in a situation and a place where they lose what they have been taught. Jesus prays for his disciples. Parents pray for their children. And prayerfully, we have taught you to pray for yours. It's not your ability. It's not your gift. It's not how cute you are. It's not how strong. It's not how tall you are. It's not how wonderful you are. It is about the God that you serve. Pastor Leak in Memphis. Does the world's dream equate to spiritual dreams for our children? I believe all four of you will say no. The world's attitude is not what God's purpose is for you. Michaela always teaching. And Michaela says something extremely powerful about being accepted and want to fit in and needing attention. You don't desire attention when you are really walking in your purpose. It's hard to want attention because you really got other priorities. If you in your purpose, you doing what God created you to do, attention is going to be the last thing in the world that you look for. Because you are going to be so engaged. Y'all switch to the phone?
My computer died.
Oh, that picture is much better anyway. It's lighter. Well, she's lighter, but you kind of dark. You kind of.
And I'm next to the.
Okay.
It's because she's blacker than me. All right.
My dear children.
Yeah.
Jesus says, sanctify them. But he did say, I don't pray for them alone, but also for those that shall believe on me through the word. You need to pray for people that believe in the Bible because the world is totally against it. I pray for you all. I pray that you all go off to school and do well. And I'm not making this about my kids. I'm really not. It's just these are mine that's on it now. Genesis and the rest of them are engaged in gymnastics and a lot of Saturday morning stuff. So I'm not making this about the Peyton kids at all. But it's also important that you understand even more because of your granddad, because of the things that you have been taught and that you know. It's important that you, number one, be confident in the way God made you. Number two, be confident that God is with you. Number three, be confident that he is going to protect you only if you walk in his purpose. You get out of his purpose, you get out of his protection.
Mm-hmm.
You decide I'm gonna do something different than what, Lord, you want me to do, then you lose his, I'm not gonna watch over you then. Because I watch over that which I command. I watch over those that do what I tell them to do. Oh, I'll watch over you if you don't, but you don't have the 24-hour protection. It's not no guarantee because you want to go off and you want to do the wrong thing, then that's the worst punishment. You would rather God grab you and make you sit down and don't go. rather than he say, go ahead, I'm just not going with you. You in trouble. So try your best. Stay prayerful. Get as close to God as you can. And let God lead you in everything that he does. This lesson is Jesus prays for his disciples. And we pray that God will continue to bless and God will continue to keep you. Now, I normally don't ask for anything for you all. And I know it's unfair. There are several people in the chat, and I'm going to delete them if they comment. But they say sometimes that I am unfair to you all. Micah had a birthday. Wave your hand. Well, y'all know who Micah is. She the Michaela had a birthday. Micah is December 23rd. All right, this is the 22nd. Michaela is December 29th. Okay, it's the 28th. It's the 28th. Malachi's birthday is January 17th.
Oh,
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, that's not your birthday.
Because
Oh, you know it ain't. You just going along with it. That's what he's doing. All right, so today I do want to bless you all, and it is not going to be Matthias' birthday is not until when your birthday? His birthday not until May
29th.
Mr. Bernice White, I see your comment. But I do want to do something for them today, and we do certainly appreciate you. I want to tell you that there are several people in the chat who are always fussing at me or who are already doing things for you. There's one of them I've shared with you, Elder Flanoy Harris, Elder Elaine, oh God, missionary, supervisor Elaine Shepherd, because she loved to tell me what to do. She is another that often do and support you all. But today I want to ask you all to do something for them. And but we're gonna do it. I'll let you take my card because we're not gonna send it to all different ones. And y'all can get y'all something for this afternoon. So I'll put in mine, and then y'all just use the card and go from there. Malachi, you look like you don't trust me or something.
We have to make a tally of what was it when.
Right, we have to.
All right,
we got to be over your shoulder.
He do not take it. He will give it to us, but you know,
we gotta play.
We know
We gotta play.
We know him. That's it.
come in, Malachi, so you can see what's in it right now. And then whatever it is after this, then you'll know.
Don't do that.
Hey, that's gonna be our budget.
Our budget, our.
First of all, Matthias normally get off by now.
Right.
He just log off while
he's
saying something.
Oh, this not my phone.
That's what it is right now.
We happy he's still with us.
He the first one.
My kids, y'all see how they don't even trust me. As much as I do, they don't even trust me. Please, this is only just a cash out. If you would like to dare to come on, Pastor Sims. Where is my girl Addison? Oh my God, we miss her. Tell Addison we love her and that we appreciate her.
I'll let you know.
You know Ryan Addison. Can you hear me, Micah? The ones from California.
Yeah, I know.
Now we know it's 8 o'clock in the morning out there, so they normally watch the replay. But we certainly love and appreciate them. There's the cash out. I promise that this will go to. How do you do that?
Put a note. What?
When you did that thing, the hearts came up. Do that again.
We don't know.
Oh, but
It's
Hold on, let's see if it do it. Because it do
Oh.
thumbs up.
yeah, you do
It
thumb. Yep.
Is it your phone?
It's Apple.
Oh, it's
Oh.
raining. Whoa.
Yeah, I found that out. If you do double thumbs down, it'll rain. And then if you do double thumbs up, it'll like pop
Come on.
out. Yeah, Apple. It's Apple. Oh,
Put down.
why you want the rain? Exactly. We don't have no rain. Apple is amazing.
So how how's that doing it on the
It does it on
It's
FaceTime.
every single
Zoom.
time your camera is on. Yeah.
It does it like
That's your
my
camera
camera's on,
feature. Yeah, it's a camera feature. I forgot.
we love
and
iPhone.
iPhone. Why do you stop making it rain?
okay, all right. Okay, because y'all the two oldest. Bless you all and thank you.
Don't get mad because y'all can't do it.
Yay!
Oh, that's a neat feature. Let's remove them. That's a real neat feature, and that's really good. Thank you all so much. Y'all did an excellent job and on today. And thank you all for sending something for them. Malachi, you saw what was in there, and so the rest of it will go towards you all today. And thank God y'all going back to school on Monday. At least the boys are. Michaela got a few more days and should be back. Going to Jackson State, and we certainly appreciate that's right. I have a lot of senior moments lately. I do. The other day, I was looking for I have contacts on, but I need reading glasses to see up close. And so I had my glasses just like this, and I was looking and looking and looking for my reading glasses. My kids like to
Touch them right now. Touch them. Touch them right now. Touch them right now. Touch them right now. Do it, God. Do it, God. Now. Touch them now, Lord. Touch him now. Touch him now.
In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Sister Quinn, don't be laughing at these stupid kids. Don't be
Jesus.
I'm gonna send this to your grandmother too. Don't stop. Don't.
He did open the door.
Yeah.
You opened the door. And we just